Hi friends, I received a bunch of questions about COVID-19 on my Instagram the other day, and I thought that instead of answering with just a block of text, that I would make these videos and explain the science behind the answers to your questions. I really believe that if we can understand why we are doing something, such as wearing a mask, maintaining social distancing, and washing our hands, then we are much more likely to adhere to those recommendations. So let's get started. The first question we are going to talk about today is, can the virus be transmitted through the air? So to answer this question, let's review how COVID is passed from person to person. So here is our example person today. This is Dan. He has a great quarantine beard, but he also has COVID-19. So when Dan coughs, sneezes, or is breathing heavily, maybe he is running at the gym or lifting some weights, he expels respiratory droplets into the air. And it's on these droplets that COVID-19 lives. So if Dan is outside, these droplets are often just picked up and moved by the wind, dissipate into the atmosphere, or fall into the ground. So when we're outside, airborne transmission isn't as much of a concern, assuming that we are maintaining social distancing. If someone is close to you, then the air may not pick it up and you could still inhale these droplets and make yourself sick. But it's especially inside that we need to be aware of airborne transmission. And this is why. So let's set a scenario. Here's Dan, and he's at the grocery store. He's not wearing a mask. He coughs and releases the respiratory droplets into the air inside the grocery store. Now, because he's inside, the droplets cannot be picked up and moved like they are when they're outside. Instead, they are trapped and cannot escape that environment. And especially now, in the summertime, there are air conditioning units that move the air around buildings or rooms. So these droplets are picked up and moved around the building, which can then be inhaled by others. This is why we especially see outbreaks in restaurants, bars, churches, and clubs. And also because when the virus does enter that indoor environment, it can stay alive for up to 16 hours. So if Dan goes to the grocery store in the evening and coughs, that virus could live until the next morning and get inhaled by someone else, making them sick. This is why it's especially important to wear a mask, maintain social distancing, and wash your hands frequently. I hope that I can answer these questions for you. I hope these videos are helpful. Please continue to submit them, and